There's a lesson to be learned. What's up, y'all? Bad News Brown. And I just want to speak on what lessons could we learn from the whole P. Diddy situation. And of course, not stating the obvious lesson, but what else could we take from the whole fiasco or whatnot? And what comes to mind for me is basically be careful how you treat the people on your way up, because you got to see them same people on your way down. And it looks like P. Diddy is getting a proper dose of that lesson. And let me explain. Well, 50 said it a while ago. If I get shot, my phone stop ringing again. These industry niggas ain't friends. They know how to pretend. So it's a normal custom in the industry to be phony to your colleagues. Another good example is that old Martin episode with Tommy Davis and old Varnell Hill. When he told him, yeah, man, when you in LA, man, you get on the show. And when he got there, he told Martin, like, man, I tell everybody that, man, that's just Hollywood talk. And that's true. And when you on top, everybody's your friend. And when you not, your phone ain't ringing no more. And don't get me wrong, P. Diddy is hot right now. So let's say if I had any business dealings with him, I probably wouldn't touch his ass either. But it's a little cut deeper than that in his situation, because we would have to go back throughout his whole career, as we may or may not know, as you may or may not know. P. Diddy done messed over a lot of people, especially as a music exec or, a record label owner. Of course, we know the biggies, from the Shines to the Black Rob, Craig Mack, 112, damn near the Locks, Mace, damn near pretty much every artist he signed had a pretty bad experience with bruh. I think even Lil' Kim had to do time. I don't know if that had nothing to do with P. Diddy though. But if anybody who done good messing with Bad Boy probably is Lil' Kim. Y'all let me know in the comments. So, and I made the previous video and I mentioned, is this possible karma? And in a way it is, but it also goes to that lesson, and this applies to anybody. You don't know, especially if you're not, that's the thing. P. Diddy is not a chess player. And again, I mentioned how he was acting with T.I. when they was on stage. See, it's little gestures like that where you can tell a lot about people, especially when they in a situation of power. So you got to think, always keep a good image. And I ain't saying be a, smile in the spotlight behind closed doors, be a monster. But you got to kind of be, in my opinion, and I even hate to use this as an example, but you got to be a politician with it. You got to be a chess player with it. An example would be, let's just say, of the unfortunate situation, I would have to shoot somebody outside of my house for trying to break in my house, or they run up on me. Now, my neighbors, since they know me, they would come to my defense like, hey, nah, bruh, he ain't with the shenanigans like that. So if he did something to you, you had it coming. As opposed to if I was one of them neighbors that's just got hella shit going on, cash everywhere, just a real headache, they probably would be like, say something else like, he do got a lot going on around here. He probably was into something. And just that small gesture could make a big difference. Or them simply not saying nothing, even better, and just closing their windows and act like they ain't see nothing. See, and all that amounts to your character, who you is. And I ain't saying purposely kiss ass to make people like you, but be careful how you treat people, because there's some real chess players out here, and some people don't even let you know. I got a tendency of doing that and let you think you get all the way to to the finish line, to the promised land, and then flush your ass down the toilet. But I'm saying that to say, man, that I see that happening with Diddy, man. It's like everybody turning their back on him. And for good reason, especially if he really did that there. But that just goes to show, and I'm willing to bet, even if he did do what he's being alleged, I'm pretty sure if he didn't treat artists and other people he had business dealings with as shitty, he probably would have a little more support. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a difference from being a serious and even sometimes shrewd businessman, but he was a shyster. So ain't no love. And he's seeing that right now. Now, don't get me wrong, he may got a few behind the scenes. I know we got some behind the scenes support, but eventually, from the looks of it, that's going to even run dry. So y'all need to think about that, man, when y'all out here jibbing and jabbing and running your mouth, or just even outright just being blatantly disrespectful to people because you abusing your position or what you think your position is. And when it all comes down, ain't nobody gonna be around. Don't die alone. Bad News Brown, breaking this shit down real quick for y'all.